I'm just calling to say I.
Hi, my name is Janine B, and you're listening to Mama's Talk. Today we're going to talk about self-care as a mom and the guilt we sometimes feel. I'll give you 3 tips, and I'll also show you some of the things that helped me along the way. Stay tuned. I like to do things like grounding, feeling the earth beneath my skin, meditation, and also I like to sip tea. I feel like tea is another thing that I do to self-care and stress relieving. I'm going to show you a clip from another mom who says it best. She's a YouTuber. Her name is Nina Nicole. I believe she says it best about self-care and sometimes the stress we feel as moms.
I've always personally struggled with. I felt like I always had to be on, or I always had to be around Riley or doing something for my family, whether it's cooking, cleaning, taking care of her. Like literally the list goes on. And anytime I would take time out for myself, run to the store or do anything, and I would look down and be like, oh my God, I've been gone for an hour. I feel guilty. I need to go home. But I was not fully recharged, and I still needed a little bit more time for myself.
After having my daughter, I dealt with anxiety a lot. So I preach meditation because that's something that helped me in that time period. I had to figure out how to get out of my head. My blood pressure was rising. I was always worried about the future and things. One of the things that I worried about during my anxiety that would give me panic attacks is death, because after having my daughter, that's one of the things that happened. My blood pressure went up. My blood pressure was like 256 over 99. And the doctors were staring me on my eyeballs like, how do you feel? How do you feel? And I'm like, I feel fine, other than the fact that you're giving me a headache by constantly asking me how I feel. So obviously that's not a normal blood pressure to have, as they stated, but in that moment, I'm just like, am I gonna die? Because they kept giving me all this medicine and I'm scared because I feel perfectly fine. Like, I feel perfectly fine. But they were making my head hurt by constantly telling me, coming in there asking me, are you fine? Are you fine? And I know they were doing their job, but when I came home from that, it was really bothering me. I was thinking about, oh, okay, and my blood pressure high now. I started obsessing over blood pressure. Then I started obsessing over the thoughts of death. So I needed a way to calm down and definitely get my blood pressure down. So meditation really helped in that moment in my life. So I definitely like to preach meditation. Self-care is about giving our children the best of us instead of what's left of us. So when we challenge ourselves to be the best moms we can be, we also challenge our children to be the best they can be. The first tip I have is girl, fuck those kids. Leave those kids with adults that we know are safe. Take a deep breath, release anxiety, and enjoy yourself. Sometimes we try to be super mom and do everything, but then we have to deal with burnouts. Those kids may even need a break from you. You never know. Tip 2, self-care is not going to the grocery store by yourself. Even though we enjoy having that time to ourselves and that space to think, self-care is doing something for yourself. Grocery shopping is for you, your children, and your household. Third tip is planning self-care. So whether that means finding a babysitter money in advance to go on the trip you want to take, or putting it on a calendar, or taking 30 minutes to yourself daily to do something for yourself. Sometimes we get busy, so scheduling in is very important. I learned this little tip from my best friend, who always tell me to be intentional with my time. That thing that says when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Please don't plan to fail self-care. Remember, fuck them kids. Enjoy my video. I'll see you in my next video over there. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.